Senator Faruqi.
President. Well, what a disgrace. What a disgrace Labour and the Liberals are, calling for Senator Thorpe to be censured for telling the truth about invasion, dispossession and the genocide of First Nations people in this country. That is just contemptible. I thought we still lived in a democracy. We have a right to protest. We have a right to dissent. We have a right to disrupt. And that's what Senator Thorpe did. But you want to police black women. You want to police the way we disrupt. Black and brown people disrupt and dissent.
Order.
You want us to be boxed into what a white supremacist system is the right way to protest and to dissent.
Senator Faruqi, just resume your seat. Thank you. Senator Wong.
I'd ask that that be withdrawn.
Senator Faruqi, I'll ask you to withdraw in the interests of the chamber the comments you've made in relation to people's colour.
Sorry, President, I didn't understand why that went against the rules.
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm not suggesting it goes against the rules. What I said to you was, in the interests of harmony across the chamber, I would ask you to withdraw those comments.
And when black and brown people are being vilified and attacked left, right and centre, where is the harmony for them?
Senator Faruqi, order. Senator Faruqi, please resume your seat. Senators who are interjecting, I remind you I'm dealing with this matter and I'm asking you to be silent. Senator Faruqi, I asked you, in the interests of the chamber, you can either accept my advice or you can reject my advice, but you are not in a debate with me. I'll invite you once again to withdraw those comments.
I withdraw, just so you can allow me to speak, because here in this chamber our voices are shut down.
Senator Faruqi,
I withdraw, President.
Thank
I
you.
withdraw.
Thank you. Please continue.
Where was the harmony? Where was the disrepute of this chamber when Senator Hanson racially vilified me? When both Labour and the Liberals joined up not to censure her, and now the federal court has found in a very strong ruling that Senator Pauline Hanson racially vilified me and, fell foul of the Racial Discrimination Act. Will you be ashamed now? Will you censure her too? Very quick to censure a black woman, but do nothing when a brown woman is racially vilified by a colleague in this workplace. Hope you can hang your heads in shame. But it is true that the bubble of white privilege that encapsulates this parliament, it's a systemic issue. And that's why we are here today debating a black senator being censured for telling the truth of the British Crown's genocide on First Nations people and telling it the way that she wants to. So stop attacking, vilifying First Nations people, brown people, refugees and migrants, which is what is happening at the moment in this country. For once, sit down and listen to First Nations people. Listen to their truth in the way they want to tell it. Listen to their truth of how the British Crown wreaked havoc on First Nations people here and on people of colour around the world. And the truth is that the British Empire and the colonial forces have inflicted huge suffering and horrific atrocities on First Nations people. But you want to shut that down. You want First Nations people who tell their truth to shut up, because you don't like the way they tell the truth. You want them to be polite. But there are First Nations people who are being killed in custody. First Nations people bear the worst of racism and discrimination in this country. But that's all fine. Let's shut down a black woman who talks about it. Truth-telling is uncomfortable, and it should be uncomfortable. So feel that discomfort a bit, hear it, and try and do something about it. Preserving the British monarchy is to preserve white supremacy and the systemic racist structures that were built by the empire and that persist, harm, hurt, and kill people to this day. And you know what? It is time for this country to embrace a republic which is rooted in decolonization and sovereignty of First Nations. But you're not going to listen to this. You're not going to listen to people in any other way, shape, or form unless we scream and shout and force you to listen. The Greens vehemently oppose the censure motion against Senator Thorpe.